How's it going, guys? It's Red, and in this video I'm going to show you guys a solo guide for the Die Machine Easter egg in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. If you happen to enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel for more awesome zombies content just like this. Also, make sure to hit the bell to make sure that you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So in this guide, we will need to get the Die Shockwave, which is the wonder weapon for this map, and we will need to get all 4 of its elemental upgrades, that being the electrical upgrade, the fire upgrade, ice upgrade, and the gas upgrade. And if you do not know how to do any of those, I will be showing you how to in this video, so do not worry. Now, we will not need them right away to start the Easter egg because we actually cannot upgrade the Shockwave until the first few steps of the Easter egg are complete. But just make sure to keep that in the back of your mind. Also, in this guide, we will be going in and out of the Dark Aether, and something to take note on is that for specific steps, specific portals need to be taken, so make sure that the portals you use are the same ones that I use in the gameplay. Also, if you get teleported out of the Dark Aether before you complete every part of a specific step, you just have to start a new round, and that specific portal should spawn again in the next round. Now, the first step of the Easter egg is to build the Aether Scope. Now, to do this, we must go into the Dark Aether using a portal that is in Nocturne on Toten. Once in the Dark Aether, you will need to pick up 3 parts. These parts do need to be picked up in a specific order, and that order randomizes every single game. So basically, you will only see 1 part on the map at a time. So the order that I picked up my parts may be different from the order that you picked up your parts in. So don't worry if you go to 1 or even 2 of the spots and you don't see any parts. There is 1 part in the spawn room under some stairs. Another part can be found in the Pack-a-Punch room near one of the Dark Aether portals. And the last part can be found here on the plane debris. And once again, the order that these parts spawn in is random, so the order that I showed you might not be the order that you have to pick them up in. Once you have all 3 parts, go to the crafting bench that is in the Pack-a-Punch room so that you may build your Aether Scope. Once it is built, make sure to pick it up so we can begin the next step. Note that you should be not in the Dark Aether when you are building your Aether Scope. To start the next step, we now have to go into the Speed Cola room, which should have a brand new anomaly portal in it that was not in there before. Go into the Dark Aether from the new portal in the Speed Cola room. Once in the Dark Aether, we are going to be using the Aether Scope that we just built to be finding ghosts. First thing you want to do when you're in the Dark Aether is to go into the computer room and pick up the diary that's next to the computer. The ghosts that we need to find are in the same spot every single time, so just make sure to go where I go to find the ghost. When you are close to a ghost, you should hear an audio cue saying anomaly detected and a blue ball start to form. Hold your interaction button on the ball and he will turn into a ghost, and also make sure to hold your interaction button again to give the ghost the diary. After that, he will give you a short cutscene like speech. Once that is done, we must go into the trials hallway and do the same thing to another ghost that is located here. When both ghosts have been done, make your way to the crafting bench that you built the Aether Scope on, and the 3rd ghost should be right there. Once all 3 of the ghosts are done, you will be teleported out of the Dark Aether, and if you do not get all of them done on your first try, just go back in the same portal later in the next round and try again. Once all ghosts are done, you have to go back to the computer room that you picked the diary up from and press your interaction button on the computer, putting in the password. You will know if you've done the step right because the floating glass tube thing is going to start to get brighter on the ceiling. Once this step is complete, 4 notches are going to lower, and each of those notches are going to need to be shot by a blast from the corresponding shockwave upgrade. So the blue one will have to get shot by the ice upgrade, and so on. So to complete this step, we will have to acquire the Die Shockwave and get all 4 of its elemental upgrades. Now, if you do not know how to get the Die Shockwave for free, I already have a video explaining how to get it on my channel that you may check out if you need to. But here's how to get all of the elemental upgrades. First up is the electrical upgrade. To get this upgrade, all you have to do is go into the Dark Aether through the portal that is under all the stairs in the Pack-a-Punch room. Once you're in the Dark Aether, you will need to go outside and find 3 glowing yellow crystals. When you find them, you will have to use your shockwave and suck the yellow glow off of them. So if your shockwave is full, you must shoot it so that you can use the sucking mechanic on it. You will know when you got it because the crystal will stop glowing and the end of your gun will start glowing. Make sure not to shoot your gun and make your way back to the Pack-a-Punch room and shoot this little box in the corner with your glowing shot, and a light should come on. room. There are 3 crystals to be found. One of them is on top of Nocturne here, one is going to be near Quick Revive here, and the last will be found near the hole that takes you to the bunker. If you get teleported out of the Dark Aether while your gun is glowing, that's okay. Just make sure to still shoot the box with your glowing shot. After all 3 shots are fired, the electrical upgrade will be unlocked. Next up is the ice upgrade. The first thing that you're going to want to do is go on top of Nocturne and shoot this cardboard box with your shockwave. When you do, a flask is going to fall on the ground near the plane debris. You need to pick up the flask and wait for a Megaton to spawn. When he spawns, you will need to get him to shoot these mushroom looking things on this tree with his acid. You will know when it is done because the mushroom will start to change color and an audio cue is going to go off telling you how cold it is or of some sort of chemical reaction. You will then need to put your flask under the mushroom and wait about a minute and let the flask fill. Once the flask is filled, then you will need to pick it up and take it to the speed cola room where there will be a weapons box with chains on it. Hold the interaction button to freeze the chains off and the ice upgrade will be unlocked. Next is the fire upgrade. The first step to getting this upgrade is by shooting the small box that is laying under some of the plane debris. After you shoot the box, you should see it open. You will need to go into the Dark Aether, and when you do, you will see that the plane debris that was covering the box is now lifted. Grab the fuse in the box. You must then go into the Dark Aether an additional time through a different anomaly portal and make your way to the Deadshot Daiquiri machine. And right across from it is where you will put the fuse. The fuse will cut open the box and then teleport you out of the Dark Aether. After that, come to this truck and open this weapons box and the fire upgrade is yours. Lastly, we have the gas upgrade. The first step to getting it is to go to Nocturne and suck an empty canister from a faraway wall to you and make sure to pick it up. After you do that, you will have to make your way to the Deadshot Daiquiri machine once again and insert this canister into this machine on the wall. Now you have to kill a play count right next to the canister. You will know if this is done right because you will see the gas getting sucked into the machine. I would recommend doing this on a dog round because I just think it makes it easier not having to deal with zombies, just having to deal with dogs. After you get the gas into the canister, come back outside near the plane debris and attach the canister to this weapons box with some vines on it. Now shoot it with any weapon and the Nova 5 upgrade will be available to you. Now that we have all of the upgrades, make sure to shoot the notches on the glass tube based on its matching color. Once this step is completed, a new anomaly portal will spawn in the room between Speed Cola and Pack-a-Punch. Go into the Dark Aether from this portal, and from there you must go to a red glowing box outside of the computer room. Once you are there, another anomaly will be detected and another ghost cutscene will happen. When the cutscene finishes, you will be taken out of the Dark Aether and a wrench is going to spawn where the ghosts were talking. Pick up this wrench and head to the tank that is in the spawn room. You will have to use the wrench 3 times on the tank, and after the 3rd use, a zombie is going to pop out of the top of the tank. Make sure to kill the zombie and afterwards throw an explosive such as C4 or Semtex grenades at the top of the tank. This will cause the tank to fire. After the tank fires, move to the plane debris where the tank shot and pick up this golden ball. Once you have the ball, some play counts are going to spawn. Take the ball to the Speed Cola room and put it in the glowing red box, and that will complete this step. Now for this next step, we have to split up a Megaton and have each of its halves get sucked in by the glass tube on the ceiling. Now all we have to do is make it walk under the glass tube and it will automatically suck it up, but we have to do it separately for each of its halves. I would recommend waiting until the end of the round to try to do this because doing this with other zombies attacking you makes this a lot harder. Once we get them sucked in, we go into the computer room, interact with the computer. If the doors shut you in, you will know that you did this step correctly. Now Now we are on the last step before the final boss fight. There will be a new anomaly portal in the base level of Nacht der Untoten near where you obtained the die Shockwave. Go into the Dark Aether and head over to the table at the end of the next room, and another ghost cutscene is going to happen. And once it is done, you will be teleported out of the Dark Aether and a family picture will be left behind in the real world. When you interact with this picture, it will instantly teleport you to the final boss fight, so make sure you are fully stocked up before you touch this picture. Make sure things like perks, weapons, lethals, and tacticals are all ready to go before touching this picture. My recommendation is that you should have every perk and you should use the electrical or the fire shockwave along with some stim needles. I think those are very helpful. But when you feel you're ready, go ahead and touch the picture and it will send you into the final boss fight. We are now in the final boss fight. Our objective is going to be protecting this big zombie guy from an enormous amount of zombies while he is on the computers destroying the Dark Aether machine. Multiple Megatons will spawn in along with dogs, Mayaks, and zombies. I recommend just using your shockwave the entire time because there is a station to buy ammo for your weapons in this room and there are a lot of ammo drops in this boss fight. This fight is going to work in stages with each getting progressively harder as our zombie friend moves along to different computers. Once he has completed his task and we are done protecting him, the only thing we have left to do is escape. You will have to make your way to the exfil location, but there will be lightning shooting all over the place and it will be on the floor as well. If this lightning touches you, it will basically instantly down you, so if you have something like Aether Shroud to use so you can take your time to navigate, that would be very helpful. Also, you have to make it to the exfil area within the time limit. Once you make it there, Raptor 1 will come and take you into safety, and that will be the end of the Easter egg. Well, that's going to do it for the video, guys. If you happen to enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel for more awesome zombies content just like this. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell to make sure that you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. Until next time, it's been Red, and I'll see you in the next video.